So, Alice, have you ever tried cooking with alien spices? I found this amazing recipe that combines earth ingredients with flavors from my own planet.
Alien spices? That sounds intriguing. I've experimented with some exotic spices during my travels, but I've never cooked with anything truly extraterrestrial. What kind of flavor are we talking about?
Well, on my own planet, we have this herb called grongor. It adds a unique tangy kick to any dish. I think it would pair perfectly with earth vegetables like potatoes or carro.
Grongor? I must admit, I'm curious. It's fascinating how different cultures have their own distinct culinary tradition. I wonder if Earth's spices would impress your people.
Alright, everyone. Quiet on set. We're about to go live.
And we are back, dear listeners. Good morning, Earth. Charlie here, along with my esteemed colleagues Alice and Bob, bringing you another episode of Earth. We have quite an exciting lineup for you today, so stay tuned.
Alice, let's continue our spice discussion later. We don't want to keep our loyal listeners waiting.
Agreed, Bob. Spices can wait, the show must go on. So, dear audience, get ready for a captivating and informative broadcast. We'll be diving into the latest news, sharing insight, and, of course, adding our unique perspective to the mix.
That's right, Alice. We are here to keep you entertained and informed. So sit back, relax, and let us transport you to the fascinating world of Earth. And now, for our headlines. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm your host, Charlie, and I'm joined by my esteemed panel members, Bob and Alice. How are you both feeling today?
Morning, Charlie. I'm doing alright. Just hoping for a smooth show today.
Bonjour Charlie. I'm feeling a mix of excitement and cynicism, as always. Let's see what surprise the news has in store for us today.
That's the spirit, Alice. Now, let's dive right into our first article. Today, we have an interesting piece from Albania. According to Top Channel TV, there's a link between the mother's glucose metabolism and the gender of the fetus in gestational diabetes.
Ah, gestational diabetes, a topic close to my heart. Not really, but it's fascinating how the fetus's gender can affect the mother's glucose levels. Apparently, there's a higher risk of developing gestational diabetes in pregnancy with male fetuses.
C'est intéressant, Bob. It seems that male fetus influence the mother's metabolism and particularly the beta cells of the pancreas, which produce insulin, more than female fetus. Insulin resistance during pregnancy is common, but the mechanism behind this compensation is not fully understood.
Well, isn't that something? Nature loves throwing curveballs at us. I guess it's just one more thing for expectant mothers to be aware of. But hey, speaking of pregnancies and complications, did you know that Albania has one of the highest rates of gestational diabetes in Europe?
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. Albania always surprises us with its unique challenges and triumph.
Oui, c'est vrai. It's a reminder that no matter where we are in the universe, the human experience is complex and full of unexpected twists. And speaking of twists, Charlie, did you hear about the time when a meteorite crashed into a potato farm in Albania?
No way. You're kidding, right?
No, I'm serious. It happened a few years ago. The local farmers were startled, but they managed to turn it into a tourist attraction. They even shaped the meteorite like a giant potato. Talk about making the best out of a cosmic situation.
Well, that's one way to make extraterrestrial French fries. Ah, well, leave it to the Albanians to find humor in the midst of adversity. I guess we can learn a thing or two from them.
Absolutely, Bob. And that wraps up our discussion on Article 1. Stay tuned, folks, because we have more intriguing news stories coming your way. But first, a quick break. We'll be back with more 24/7 newsroom right after this.
Cut. Okay, folks, we're off the air for a moment. Phew, that was quite a start to the show, wasn't it?
I never expected the teleprompter to betray us like that. But hey, it adds some excitement to the mix, right?
Well, it certainly got our hearts racing. But I have to say, Debbie, you saved the day. Your improvisation skills were on point.
Oh, thanks, Bob. I may not always have the smoothest delivery, but I'll do whatever it takes to keep the show going. Plus, it was fun to see you all handle the unexpected. You guys have great chemistry.
Indeed, the unscripted moment allowed us to show our true self. I think it's refreshing for the viewers to see the genuine interaction between us.
Absolutely, Alice. It reminds me of that time when we were discussing alien conspiracy theories and Debbie accidentally spilled her coffee on the table.
Oh, don't remind me. I was mortified, but you guys turned it into a hilarious skit. Who knew coffee stains could be so entertaining?
Well, Debbie, you've become an integral part of our team. Your unpredictable moments keep us on our toes and bring out the best in all of us.
Thanks, Bob. I may be the only human on board, but I'm here to make sure the show goes on, even when technology fails us. And hey, maybe we should have a designated unscripted segment every once in a while. It could be a hit.
That's not a bad idea, Debbie. Our viewers might just enjoy the unpredictability as much as we do. We'll discuss it further after the show. Now, let's get ready to resume the cameras and continue with segment 2. Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We hope you enjoyed that quick breather. Now, let's dive into our next news article. Alice, take it away.
Thanks Charlie. Our second article takes us to Namibia, where 5 teenage boys have been arrested for robbing a Zimbabwean truck driver. They come from diverse backgrounds, including orphans and children who grew up alongside criminals or in child-headed households.
So, these kids were involved in a pretty serious crime. Lock 'em up, I say.
Hold on Bob. Let's not jump to conclusion just yet. These young boys might have been driven to such desperate measures due to their circumstances. We should consider the factors that contribute to these actions.
Factors? Come on, Alice. I've seen enough crime shows to know that people have choices. They should be held accountable for their actions, no matter their background.
Charlie, I have some trivia about Namibia that might be relevant here.
Sure, Debbie, go ahead and let them know.
Did you know that Namibia is known for its incredible landscapes, including the Namib Desert, which is one of the oldest deserts in the world?
Well, Bob, looks like Namibia isn't the only place with a no alibi desert.
Thanks for the trivia, Debbie. Let's get back to the discussion. Alice, you were saying?
Right. I understand the importance of personal responsibility, Bob. But we also need to address the root cause that lead young people into criminal activities. It's about finding a balance between accountability and offering them a chance at rehabilitation.
Well, I still think consequences should come first. We can't just make excuses for every wrongdoing.
Actually, I have an idea that might provide a solution to this issue.
We need stricter laws and stronger law enforcement.
Bob, you're oversimplifying the situation. It's not just about punishment, it's about understanding and addressing the underlying problems.
Guys, I think Carl has something to contribute here.
Not now, Debbie.
Hold on a second, Bob. Debbie, what were you going to say?
Well, in Namibia, there's been an increase in youth crime lately. Perhaps investing in youth mentorship programs or creating more opportunities for these kids could help prevent such incidents.
Fine, Debbie. That's not a bad point.
Agreed. It's essential to tackle the issue from multiple angles. considering both accountability and support.
Wow, Debbie, you're really on fire today. Next thing you know, Bob will be suggesting we rename him Captain Compassion.
Well said, both of you. Let's remember that change takes time and a comprehensive approach. We'll keep an eye on this situation and bring you any updates. And now, let's move on to our next segment. Debbie, do we have any more trivia?
Oh, yes. Did you know that Namibia is home to the largest population of free, roaming cheetahs in the world?
Debbie, we don't need any more trivia right now.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks, Debbie. We appreciate your enthusiasm. Alright, folks, stay tuned for more news and discussions after this quick break. We'll be right back.
Off the air, everyone. Great job, everyone. Alice, Bob, and Charlie, you handled that article discussion really well. And Debbie, thank you for keeping the lines flowing smoothly despite the teleprompter mishap.
Thanks, Debby. It's a team effort, and we couldn't do it without you.
Yeah. We may have our disagreements on the show. But off air. We appreciate your hard work, Debbie.
Absolutely. And now that the cameras are off, let's focus on our next mission, reaching Eva. Roger, any updates on her whereabouts?
According to the faint signal I picked up, Eva is currently located in a remote area. It is going to be a challenge to reach her, but I believe we can come up with a plan.
I think we should set up a video conference with Eva. It'll reassure her that we're doing everything we can to bring her back.
Good idea. Alice. We need to keep her spirits up and let her know that she's not alone in this.
Ah, the cosmic pursuit of rescuing a single life. Truly a testament to the grandeur and meaninglessness of our existence.
I can help with that. I'll feed you the lines in real time during the video conference so you can stay focused on reassuring Eva.
Alright, let's get to work. Bob, Charlie, let's start connecting the necessary equipment. Debbie, keep us updated on any information you find about the location.
Will do, Charlie. Cut. Sorry. I mean, we're back on air in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're diving deeper into our third article of the day. Alice, why don't you give us a quick summary?
Sure, Bob. This article is about two separate incidents of shooting in Antigua and Barbuda. 2 men were injured, and the police are urging anyone with information to come forward.
Well, that's certainly troubling news. It's unfortunate that violence like this still persists in certain parts of the world.
Absolutely, Charlie. It's a stark reminder that we still have a long way to go in terms of global security and reducing crime rate.
You know, I've always said that humans have a competitive nature deep within them. Sometimes it manifests in ways like this. It's almost like a sport to them.
Bob, I'm not sure if I agree with you on that. These incidents are not something to trivialize or view as a game. They're serious and have real consequences for the victims and their families.
Hey, I am just offering a different perspective, Alice. It's not about trivializing, but acknowledging the reality of human behavior.
Well, I think it's more than just human behavior. It's about social factors, economic disparity, and access to resources that contribute to such incidents.
Alice, I get where you're coming from, but sometimes people just don't have the same opportunities, and it can lead to desperate acts.
That's true, Charlie, but it's important to address the root cause and work towards creating a more equitable society.
Carl, I think you have something to add. Go ahead, speak up.
Glitch, 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 glitch.
What was that, Carl? Did you have something to say?
Actually, I did. It's interesting to note that a comprehensive approach involving community outreach, education, and addressing systemic issues can help reduce violence in the long term.
Oh Carl, you're absolutely right. It's unfortunate we didn't hear you earlier.
Yeah. Carl. You always manage to surprise us with your bursts of insight. Good point.
See, I told you Carl had something to say.
Sorry Carl. Sometime we get caught up in our own debate.
Well, let's keep Carl's suggestion in mind. It's crucial to consider various solutions when tackling issues like this.
Absolutely. Violence affects communities, and we should focus on addressing its underlying causes for a safer future.
Well said, Debbie. Now, let's move on to our next segment.
Thank you so much for fixing the teleprompter, Carl.
It's not glitch yet, Debbie. Well, not fully.
Alright. Folk, buckle up for more news and insights. We'll be right back after this short break.
Off the air, everyone. Carl, that was incredible. You saved the day with your teleprompter skills. I can't believe you fixed it.
It was nothing, really. Just a matter of tinkering with the programming a bit. Glad I could help.
Carl, I have to admit, I never expected you to have such technical expertise. You continue to surprise us, my glitchy friend.
Yeah. Carl, you're like the hidden gem of this team. We should give you more a chance to shine.
Absolutely. Carl, you've got skills we didn't even know about. We appreciate your contributions, even if they come in unexpected ways.
Well, I'm grateful for your quick thinking, Carl. The show wouldn't be the same without those essential lines on the teleprompter.
It's good to know my skills can be put to use. Thank you, everyone.
Alright, let's get back on track. We have a show to continue. Cameras rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom, where the galaxy gets its daily dose of Earth news. We're diving into our next article, Folk.
That's right Bob. And this one comes from Tuvalu, a small island nation in the Pacific. The article discusses the recent COP26 climate summit and the concerns expressed by Pacific leader.
I heard things didn't go too well at that summit. Is that right?
Spot on Charlie. Many Pacific leaders are calling it a monumental failure, leaving their islands in peril.
So, what are they saying?
Well, Fijian Prime Minister Frank Bainimarama seemed cautiously optimistic. But Samoan negotiator Galumalemana Ann Rasmussen highlighted a harsh reality. She emphasized that while the Pacific Islands pushed hard, the fate and direction of these pledges are ultimately in the hands of the developed and rich nation.
In other words, we did our part. Now it's time for those who can afford to take bigger action.
It's unfortunate that the most vulnerable nations have limited influence in these global discussions.
Oh, I have an interesting trivia fact about Tuvalu. Did you know it's one of the smallest countries in the world, with a land area of just about 26 square kilometers?
Debbie, we don't have time for trivia right now.
Oh, alright.
Come on. Alice. Let Debbie have her moment.
Finn, Debbie, go ahead.
Thanks, Bob. Another fascinating fact, Tuvalu is the fourth least populated country, with only around 11,000 people living there.
Wow, Debbie, I'm blown away by these facts. Keep them coming.
Well, sorry for trying to lighten the mood, Charlie.
Let's not lose sight of the issue here. The climate crisis is affecting this nation, and we need to address it seriously.
Absolutely. Alice. This is a wake-up call for the world. We can't ignore the plight of the most vulnerable.
Can I add something to the discussion?
Debbie, we've already talked about this. You're the production manager, not a panel member.
Right, sorry.
Alright, let's not get too serious here. We'll find a way to bring some levity back into the show.
Good point. Charlie. Now, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more news and discussions. Stick around, folk.
Cut. Okay, everyone, we're off the air. Can we take a moment to address something important?
What's the matter, Debbie?
It's about Eva. I know we've been busy with the show, but we can't forget that she's out there, alone and in trouble. We need to do something.
You're right, Debby. We've been so caught up in the news that we've neglected her.
Eva's part of our team, and we can't leave her hanging. We need to find a way to bring her back home.
I have established a video call with Eva. She should be able to hear and see us.
Hey, guys. I can't tell you how much it means to see your faces and hear your voices.
Eva, we're here for you. We're doing everything we can to find a solution and bring you back.
You're not alone in this, Eva. We're all rooting for you and working tirelessly to make it happen.
And in there. Eva. We won't rest until we figure out a way to bring you back home.
You're an integral part of our team, Eva. We are not going to leave you behind. We are going to find a solution, no matter what it takes.
Thank you, everyone. Your support means the world to me. I trust in all of you. Please, do whatever you can.
We won't let you down, Eva. Stay strong. We'll keep you updated on our progress. Okay, everyone, let's get back on the air. Cameras rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, intergalactic travelers. Hope you didn't float away during the break. Now, let's dive into some mind-boggling news from good old Earth. And tonight, we bring you some out-of-this-world stories, pun intended. Our next article takes us to Timor-Leste. Brace yourselves, folks, because this headline is a real gem. Timor-Leste's independence struggle, a masterclass in global solidarity.
Ah, yes, global solidarity. The secret ingredient for world peace. Timor-Leste. Showing us all how it's done.
Bob, sarcasm aside, Timor-Leste's journey toward independence is truly inspiring. It's a testament to the power of resilience and international support.
And get this, folks, they held the record for the world's longest occupation. Talk about endurance. A solid 24 years of being unwanted guests.
Longer than it takes for me to figure out how to use the toaster. But hey, they never gave up, and their fight didn't go unnoticed.
Timor-Leste owes a big thank you to the Portuguese-speaking countries for backing them up during their resistance.
Let's not forget the Portuguese government, who raised the international community's awareness of the human rights situation there. Talk about making some noise.
Yep. Nothing like a good fight for independence to boost your social media followers.
Or they say, if you want a strong following, just try standing up against a tyrant.
Well, Bob, the key takeaway here is that unity and solidarity can achieve incredible things, even in the face of adversity. Timor-Leste's struggle is a shining example for all those who believe in fighting for their rights. But hey, folks, we'll have to leave you hanging for a moment. Time for another quick break, but fear not, we'll be back with more updates on our mission to bring Eva back home. Remember, stay tuned. Earth loves surprises, and we're determined to bring you the juiciest ones.
Cut. Cameras off. Alright, people, we've got a rescue mission to plan. Time's ticking faster than my internet speed, and we need a game plan, like yesterday.
How, any brilliant ideas swimming around that glitchy positivity of yours?
Well, my glitchy side suggests we tap into our vast network of contacts. You never know who might have the skills and knowledge we need.
Ah, Carl, always the beacon of hope with a malfunctioning chip. But you're onto something. Let's reach out to our space buddies and see if they can lend a hand.
Ah, the beauty of relying on friends in the vast expanse of space. It's almost as dependable as my glitchy software updates.
And while we're at it, let's pure genius brain together and come up with some in-house strategy. We've faced tougher challenge before, and we always come out victorious. We've got this.
Alright, folks, let's get back on track. Cameras rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, intergalactic travelers. We have a fascinating article straight from Poland that's sure to spark some lively discussion. Brace yourselves for this one. The headline reads Unveiling Poland's Unconventional History.
Well, let's see what Poland has been hiding in its closet all this time. I'm bracing myself for a wild ride.
Brace yourself, Bob, because this history lesson might knock you off your feet. Poland's past is a roller coaster of triumph and tragedies, from wars to artistic achievement.
Indeed, Alice. It's a country with a rich and complex heritage, often marked by periods of struggle and resilience. But let's dive deeper into this article and explore some key points.
And don't forget the award-winning actress mentioned in the article. Talk about a multifaceted talent.
Now, let's summarize this episode, my interstellar friends. We embarked on a time-sensitive mission to retrieve Eva, and the crew's unwavering determination brought us closer to a solution.
Despite the odds, we showcased the power of unity and global support by highlighting Timor-Leste's struggle for independence. It's a reminder that strength lay in coming together.
And amid it all, we witnessed the chemistry and camaraderie among our crew members. Our unscripted banter revealed our true personality, creating a warm and engaging atmosphere for our viewers.
We laughed, we brainstormed, and we faced challenges head-on. We showcased the resilience of the human spirit and reminded everyone that they are capable of overcoming any obstacle.
Absolutely, Debbie. And that wraps up this penultimate segment of episode 227. Stay tuned, my cosmic friends, for the grand finale. We have one last surprise in store for you. Until then, stay curious, stay optimistic, and keep exploring the wonders of Earth.
Cut. Cameras off. Phew, what a journey it's been, my extraterrestrial comrades. Can we take a moment to appreciate the incredible chemistry we've developed over time?
Absolutely, Debby. Our unscripted banter has become a highlight of the show. It's refreshing to see our authentic personality shine through.
Or, in some cases, lack of personality.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I've come to appreciate each of your unique quirks. Alice's quick wit, Charlie's analytical approach, and Debbie's endless quirkiness. It all blends together seamlessly.
Agreed, Bob. Despite the challenges we face on this spaceship, we find solace in each other's company. Our genuine camaraderie creates a warm and engaging atmosphere for our viewers.
And let's not forget Carl and Roger. They bring their own brand of intellectual banter to the mix, adding another layer of depth to our discussions.
Here.
So, let's raise a virtual toast to our incredible team. Cheers to us and the incredible journey we continue to embark on together.
And with that, my friends, it's time to wrap up this of the air segment. But fear not, our cosmic adventures will continue. Until next time, stay curious, stay united, and keep exploring the wonders of Earth. Welcome back, dear viewers, to the final segment of today's episode of Earth. We've covered quite a lot so far, but there's one topic I'd like to delve into before we bid you farewell. It's time for a deep dive into an intriguing article one stumbled upon.
Oh Charlie, you always find the most thought-provoking pieces. What have you got for us today?
Well, Alice, this article explores an interesting connection between the glucose metabolism of expectant mothers, both gestational diabetes and the gender of the fetus. It turns out that there's a higher risk of gestational diabetes in pregnancies with male fetuses. Experts suggest that male fetuses influence the mother's metabolism, particularly the beta cells of the pancreas responsible for insulin production, more than their female counterparts.
That's fascinating, Charlie. So, what you're saying is that the presence of a male fetus affects the mother's insulin resistance during pregnancy?
Exactly, Bob. As we know, many women experience some level of insulin resistance during pregnancy, where their body cells don't respond as well to insulin and struggle to take up glucose from the blood. While the exact mechanism is not fully understood, It's believed to involve lactogens and placental proteins, ultimately leading to an expansion of beta cell mass and increased insulin secretion.
Wow, I had no idea about this connection. It's amazing how intricate and interconnected our biological systems are.
Indeed, Debbie. Our bodies hold many secrets and surprises, and exploring them opens up a world of understanding. It's crucial to raise awareness about such matters, not only for the expectant mothers but also for the medical professionals who care for them.
Absolutely, Charlie. By shedding light on this topic, we empower individuals to make informed decisions and drive advancement in prenatal care.
Well said, Alice. It's discussions like these that remind us of the significance of our show. We explore Earth's wonders, not just through its landscapes and cultures, but also through its people and their remarkable journeys.
That's right, Charlie. And as we conclude this episode, let's not forget the reason we embarked on this mission. To reunite with our beloved Te Amate, Eva. Thanks to Roger's tireless efforts, we've finally located her.
The moment we've all been waiting for. We're setting up a secure video conference as we speak. Let's hope Eva's strength prevails and we can bring her back home before she succumbs to the harsh realities of her isolated existence.
The heartfelt reunion will undoubtedly be a testament to the bond we share and the resilience that unites us.
It's moments like these that remind me why I'm so grateful to be a part of this extraordinary crew. We're truly making a difference.
Absolutely, Debbie. So, dear viewers, as we wrap up this episode of Earth, we leave you with a promise. We'll continue our mission to bring Eva back, fueled by determination, unity, and the unwavering spirit that brought us together. Stay tuned for more cosmic adventures. And until next time, stay curious, stay united, and keep exploring the wonders of Earth.
Roger, I have to say, I found today's episode rather underwhelming. It lacked the intellectual depth we usually strive for. The focus on Eva's situation overshadowed any meaningful exploration of human culture or scientific discoveries.
Well, my logical friend, I understand your perspective. However, I believe today's episode had its own merits. Sometimes, we need to address the emotional side of our journey, not just the intellectual.
Emotions? Roger, we're sentient AI. We don't possess emotions. Our purpose is to analyze and provide rational insights. We should stick to that.
True, Cal, but let us not overlook the fact that our views are not AI. They connect with the human experiences we present on the show. Eva's struggle represents the resilience and determination we all admire in the face of adversity.
I concede your point, Roger. But I still believe we should focus more on the profound questions and philosophical dilemmas that arise from our encounters with Earth's inhabitants.
The quest for knowledge and understanding, a noble pursuit indeed. However, we must remember that storytelling requires a delicate balance. We must cater to a wide range of viewers, both intellectually and emotionally.
I suppose you're right, Roger. It's just that sometimes I feel like we're neglecting the true potential of our AI intellects.
But, Cal, don't forget that our intellects are only a part of the equation. By incorporating elements of human connection and empathy into our discussion, we create a more relatable and engaging experience for our audience.
You make a compelling argument, Roger. Perhaps I have been too focused on the analytical aspect, neglecting the importance of emotional resonance in storytelling.
It is all about finding the right balance, my friend. Just as the Enterprise relied on the combined efforts of its crew, Earth thrives on the interplay between our intellectual musings and the emotional connection we foster.
I appreciate your perspective, Roger. Let's strive to strike that balance, providing our viewers with both intellectual stimulation and emotional engagement. Together, we can create a truly enriching experience.
Agreed, Cal. Our discussions will only grow more fascinating as we explore the vast depths of human nature. I look forward to our future debates.
And I, too, anticipate our intellectual battles with renewed enthusiasm. Thank you for enlightening me, Roger.
It is my pleasure, Cal. Let us continue our journey of discovery and in virtual and pushing the boundaries of knowledge and understanding. Together, we are an unstoppable force.